Hello friends, welcome back to Udo's Kitchen. In this video, I'll be sharing with you the easiest and simplest way to make smoky patty jollof rice. Now let's get started. Let's start by preparing the pepper mix we'll be using for this recipe. For the pepper mix, I'll be using garlic, onions, tomatoes, scotch bonnet pepper, and some smaller size of bell pepper. I'll remove the seed from the bell pepper to avoid bitter taste from it. And next I wash the pepper mix thoroughly behind the camera. And this is it, all clean. And now I'll take to the stove top, cook to dry up the excess water from it. And after cooking, this is how it looks like. You can see that the water has dried from it completely. The reason for doing this is that it helps the stew to fry quickly. And now transfer the boiled pepper mix into a blender. Cover and blend smoothly without adding any water, because with the cooking process, they become very soft. And after blending smoothly, this is how it looks like. You can see how smooth and thick it is. I'll set it aside. And now let's proceed to the next step of making our jollof rice. For this recipe, I'm using long grain rice. You can use any rice of your choice. To the rice, I added some salt, then boiled water. Cover and set aside for about 30 minutes. This helps to release the starch from it. And after 30 minutes, I rinse the rice about 3 to 4 times with clean water. Also for this recipe, I'll be using chicken for my protein. And now let's season the chicken before cooking. First, I added some mashed garlic, dried rosemary, thyme, curry powder, salt, seasoning powder, diced onions, and scotch bonnet pepper. I added about 3. This is to make the chicken a little bit spicy, as this is totally optional. After adding all the ingredients, then mix in all the ingredients. To make patty jollof rice, you can always use any protein of your choice. After mixing, cover and allow to rest for about 30 minutes to an hour or more. This helps the ingredients to penetrate into the chicken. And after an hour, this is how it looks like. I'll take to the stove top to cook without adding any water to it. And after 5 minutes of cooking, you can see that the chicken has released its own juice. I'll go ahead and add more water to it so that it can be well cooked. Cook for another 7 to 10 minutes, then remove from the heat. And next we go ahead to fry our chicken. To fry the chicken, added a ball of onions to the oil before adding the chicken to it. The purpose of the onions is to add more aroma to the chicken. And after adding all the chicken, allow to fry until it becomes golden brown. If you don't like frying your chicken, you can also grate them or air fry them. This depends on what you want. And after frying for some time, flip them up for both sides to be well fried. And after frying and they become golden brown, remove them from the oil and set aside. And then repeat the same process for the remaining chicken. After frying all the chicken, strain the oil with a sieve to remove unwanted particles before using it to cook. And after straining the oil, add some of it to a cooking pot. Then go in with some diced onions. Stir and allow to fry for about 30 seconds. Next, I added some mashed garlic. I also stirred and fried for about 30 seconds. You don't need to fry them for too long so that they don't get burnt. Next, I added some tomato paste. I made this tomato paste myself. If you want to learn how to make tomato paste, please check the link in the description box. I added the tomato paste, stir and fry for about 2 minutes. And after frying the tomato paste for about 2 minutes, next I added the blended pepper mix. After adding it, stir together and begin to add other ingredients. First I added some seasoning powder, salt, curry powder, thyme, dried rosemary leaf, bay leaf. Then stir together and allow to fry for about 3 minutes. After 3 minutes of frying, I went in with some butter. Also stir together and allow to fry for about 5 minutes. Please ensure to fry your stew so that the water dries from it completely, because your stew determines the final taste of your jollof rice. And to know if your stew is well fried, the oil comes on top of the pepper mix. And after frying for 5 minutes, I rinsed the blender and added the water to the stew. Stir together and also added the chicken broth to the stew. Give it a quick stir once again. Cover and then bring to a boil. And now, as you can see, it has started boiling. It is time to add in the washed rice. And after adding it, stir to combine the rice with the stew. After mixing the rice and stew together, I tasted it and also added little salt and a seasoning cube to it. And now we give it the last stir before covering. You can use this method to cook any amount of rice and it will not get burnt beneath. And now we are going to cover the pot with foil paper before putting the lid. The reason for doing this is that it helps the rice to cook faster and also helps to trap the steam and the heat. If you don't have foil paper, you can also cut a sack bag, wash and use. The foil paper and the sack bag does the same job. And after cooking for about 15 minutes, let's check on our rice. You can see that the jollof rice is almost ready. I'll cover and allow the water to dry from it completely. And to have smoky jollof rice, I allowed it to be a little bit burnt beneath. And once ready, I finished the cooking of the smoking jollof rice with some green peas. This makes the jollof rice to come out very attractive. Although this is totally optional, as you can finish yours with some diced tomatoes and onions. Stir together to be well combined. Then cover and allow to heat up for another 3 minutes. And after 3 minutes, our party smoky jollof rice is ready with a touch of green peas. Give it a quick stir once again and it's ready to be enjoyed. After making your party jollof rice, don't cover the pot or the cooler tightly immediately. Allow some air so that the jollof rice doesn't get sour after some time. This came out very beautiful and tastes very delicious. You can see that this is easy, simple, but very delicious. And now you can try this out and let me know how it came out for you in the comments. Please don't forget to like and share this with your loved ones. Please kindly subscribe to Odu's Kitchen and turn on the bell icon so that when I upload new videos, you'll be notified. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one. God bless.